YouTube, what it do? Welcome to another episode of Narrow Minded. Before we get started, let me shout out my boy LeBron. Rise above the hate. LeBron is one of the most hated athletes in professional history. I don't know why people hate, but he still seems to rise above the hate, and he still seems to give back to his community, and he still seems to perform at a high level on the court, regardless of how many people want to see him fail. He just rise above the hate. And that's what we got to do in today's society. You know, it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of people that are, just not good people, evil people. You got your racist people, all type of people, just hateful people. But anyway, that's not what this episode about. I just like to give props to my homeboy LeBron because I'm just very fascinated on how he always seems to rise above all the hate and on how, people always want to see him fail, and it seems like he doesn't let it get to him. But anyway, today's episode is going to be about sabotaging. It's going to be about self-sabotaging your own success and your own blessings. And a lot of us don't realize that we are our own worst enemy. We are our biggest enemy. We are our biggest setback when it comes to achieving our dreams and becoming successful and receiving our blessings. We sabotage ourselves through negative thinking and, not believing in ourselves. So, I wrote down a couple of things that we do as humans to self-sabotage ourselves. And the first one I wrote down is self-doubt and not believing in yourself. Self-doubt is one of the most crippling things when it comes to trying to manifest success and trying to manifest your blessings. Because we say we want to do this, and we say we want to be this, and we say we want to be successful, and we say we want, abundance in our life, but we don't believe it. We doubt that it can really happen to us. We see it happening for everybody else. We see it happening for our friends. We see it happening for childhood, friends, for these celebrities and things like that. But for some reason, we have this belief that can't happen to us. Hold on, man. I hate these dang on commercials. Come on, bro. You messing up my swag. Commercials messing up my swag, man. I'm trying to have a little music for y'all, but it's all good. Let me get back to what I was saying. For some reason, even though we see with our own two eyes, we see the evidence. We see people starting from scratch and working until they are successful. We see the successful people that went from rags to riches. We see, like my man LeBron, his upbringing was, he grew up with, in terrible conditions. He grew up in Cleveland. He was low income household, single parent, single mother household. And it got to the point where when he got a little older, his coach had to actually take him in order for him to maximize on his abilities and his talents, right? So we see these stories from rags to riches, and for some reason, we don't believe that we have those same capabilities. We doubt our own capabilities. We doubt our own talents. We doubt our own skills. We doubt our own gifts and things like that. And that in turns keeps us from manifesting that success and manifesting those blessings, because we say we want it, but deep inside our mind and our body and our soul, we don't believe that we can have it. We don't believe that we're good enough to receive it. We don't believe we have what it takes to obtain those blessings and that success. So, the universe is going to give you exactly how the universe is going to give you whatever frequency that you're operating at, whatever level of, vibration that you're operating at. That's what the universe is going to send you. So if you are doubting yourself and you don't believe in yourself, that's exactly what's going to manifest. So we have to get over that hump of, doubting ourselves and, not believing in ourselves, because we're no different from those success stories. Only difference is those people that are successful, they truly believed in themselves. You have to believe in yourself before anybody else believe in you. Okay? All right, so moving on. The next thing we do as humans to, sabotage our success and self-sabotage our success and self-sabotage, our blessings is we are always worried about what other people think. Like, it's like we in high school all over again. We don't want to do anything that's not going to make us popular. We don't want to do anything that's going to make us not fit into with our family or with our friends or with our coworkers or with society. We're too worried about what they're going to think. We're too worried about how they're going to judge us, right? And the thing is, people judge you regardless. People judge you whether you're working a regular 9 to 5. People judge you if you, like I said, you see how they judge LeBron all day. So whether you're successful or not, people are going to judge you. So why are you worried about what other people think about you? It only really matters about what you think of yourself. That's the only thing that matters. And I know from experience that when you don't do what you supposed to do, when you don't do what you want to do, when you don't do what you believe in, that you were sent here to do, your talents, your gifts, when you don't manifest those things and bring that into reality, you don't like yourself and you're mad at everybody else and you're blaming everybody else. But if you would stop caring about what other people think, then you would really, truly become who you're supposed to be, because you're doing what's inside of you and you're not second guessing yourself like, oh man, if I do this, I wonder what my homeboy gonna think. You know what I'm saying? If I try to start singing, I grew up in the hood with all thugs, and gangsters, but I got this gift, I got this voice that I need to get out. And only time I really do it is when I'm by myself or when I'm in the shower or whatever. But I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I don't want to look funny in front of my friends, all of this, they might think I'm, and then you don't do it. And then you could have, got your family out of poverty and set your future grandkids, God damn it, man, these damn commercials, man. I might just start doing this with no music because I hate getting off track. Come on, YouTube, man, show your boy some love. But anyway, so you could have set up generational wealth. You could have been the next, Usher or whatever, man. But you were so worried about what your homeboy is thinking. Now you're gonna live in a life full of poverty just because you're worried about what your homeboys are thinking. Now you're not gonna do what you were sent to this earth to do just because you care about what your coworkers are thinking, or what your cousins are thinking, or what your mom thinks, or what your father thinks, or what your brother thinks, or what your sister thinks, or what your significant other thinks. No, man, you cannot worry about what other people think, because they're gonna judge you anyway. Whether you're successful or whether you're just a bum living with your mom at the age of 35, they're not gonna care. They're gonna judge you anyway. So don't care. What them judging you has nothing to do with who you are. That's just gonna happen. People judge people. You got to get over that fear, and you got to chase what you truly know that you are meant to do. And you got to be who you truly know you were meant to be. And you got to, shine your light. You got to, polish your talents and polish your gifts and polish, what I say, talents, gifts, you know, I forgot, but yeah, you gotta polish them things up and go after it, man. You know, go after it and don't worry about what other people think, because they're gonna judge you anyway. Okay? What else we do? What else we do to self-sabotage our blessings and self-sabotage our success, right? Procrastination. You know what I'm saying? Procrastination, you know, oh, I started tomorrow, or I started next week, or, you know, whenever I get this in place, I start it then, or whenever I save up enough money, I start investing in myself, or, you know, whenever I get in a relationship that I want to be in, then I start to work on, you know, what I need to work on and start chasing my dreams, or whenever I, you know what I'm saying? You get off work. I understand that you're tired, but like you, it's up to you. This whole life is up to you. Nobody's going to, if you don't do it, nobody's gonna give you a silver spoon. Okay? It's a lot of people that were fortunate enough to be born into families that pass down wealth, but you know, 9 times out of 10, that's not the case. You have to go out here and get it, and procrastinate and putting it off to the next day and the next week and the next month and the next year. Time waits for no man. You're gonna look up and you're gonna have, you know, saggy balls. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have saggy titties. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, but what I'm saying is time waits for no man. You know, you have to get on it now. It's no time for procrastination. You never know when you might leave this third dimensional world. You never know when you might leave your body. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to leave a legacy, man, and you don't want to procrastinate, man. So, you know, I know it's hard not to procrastinate, you know, and the thing is with, you know, I know it's hard not to procrastinate. That's just human nature. We procrastinate. But you have to work on, you have to be aware of that procrastination, and you have to, every time you feel yourself procrastinating, you got to force yourself to do what you need to do. All right? Let's move it on. Number 4, negative behavior and negative thinking. We already really went on negative thinking, like, you know, the number 1. We already covered negative thinking, but negative behavior. Listen, if you out here doing dirt, you know, manifesting karma, bad karma on your life by doing people dirty, trying to get over on people, doing slick stuff, talking about people behind their back, you know, just not being a good person, not being a righteous person. How do you think you're going to manifest success and blessings? You're not going to manifest success and blessings, people. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work. You know, it's the laws of karma. Whatever you put out is going to come back to you. So when you putting out negative behavior and you doing behind the back, you stabbing people behind the back, and you talking about people behind their back, and you putting people down, and you clowning people, and you just making people feel terrible, and you just not being a good person. What makes you think you're going to be successful? What makes you think that you're going to be blessed? You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be blessed. You're not a good person. Only thing you're going to get is exactly what you put out. Okay? So, you know, you can't be doing negative behavior. And negative behavior is not even always about, you know, it's not even always about doing dirt to other people. It's about doing dirt to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, you know, smoking weed 24/7 and being lazy and thinking that you're going to manifest success and manifest blessings. You're not going to manifest anything but some broke pockets in a cloudy mind. And you know, the munchies, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be hungry, you know what I'm saying? And you might fail a drug test. That's, you know, you're not, you know, you know, I'm not saying anything wrong with smoking weed or marijuana, but you want to become successful so you can enjoy smoking weed, so you can enjoy smoking marijuana, you know, with your friends and with your families, and you got your financial foundation, stable, and you good with life. Now you can roll up. You can roll up as many times as you want to, enjoy life, kick back. You know what I'm saying? But until you get that, until you become what you want to become, until you become successful, then you probably need to put the gas down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that you can't smoke at all, but just don't let it overtake your whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Yeah, I smoked weed on and off since I was 17 years old, but when shit got real, when shit got serious, when I needed to really get my shit together, I put it down. I put it away because it was distraction. It I didn't want to do anything. I was lazy, and it gave me a false sense of reality, like everything is cool, or I could push these problems away for another day or two. But the whole time I'm creating even bigger problems because now I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm wasting my money, and I'm just not being the best that I can be. You know what I'm saying? So negative behavior, you got to cut that out. You got to cut that out. Let me see. Number 5, lack of discipline. Now, this is key because the difference between Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and the rest of the NBA players, is discipline. They work on their craft. They practice every day. They work hard. They always trying to figure out a way to get better each and every single day. Each and every single day, you got to put some type of time and some type of effort into whatever you're trying to manifest to become successful and to get your blessings. You have to really put in the time, put in the work on your craft, work on your gift, work on your talent, work on your skills. You know what I'm saying? Because people know when you've been working on your skills. People know when you've been working on your talent. People know when you've been working on your gifts. You manifest it. They can see it. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between Kevin Hart and then your amateur comedian. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart put in work. That's why he's so good. That's why he make millions of people laugh. Because he put in that work. He worked on his craft each and every single day. He was disciplined enough. He was disciplined enough to cut out all the distractions, because, those distractions are always going to be there. But until you get to where you're going to be, till you get to where you want to be, you need to be disciplined. Forget those distractions, because those distractions ain't going to make you happy. Those distractions going to make you depressed. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be depressed because you ain't getting to where you want to be, because you keep getting distracted instead of being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? To become successful, it's hard work. It's not easy. People think it's easy. And, it's 2020 now. We got the internet and stuff like that. People can go viral off just doing some dumb shit. Yeah, okay. But it ain't, how long is that going to last? Then they got to keep doing dumb shit just to stay relevant. I don't want to keep being a clown just to be relevant, yo. I don't want to have to try to bite my toenails off and swallow it just to fucking stay viral, yo. That's not what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be disciplined in your craft and your skills and your talent, and your gifts. You got to polish them every single day. You got to be disciplined. You got to put some type of time, effort, hours into doing that. I know y'all heard about the 10,000 hour rule. That when you put in 10,000 hours, you're going to manifest greatness. Okay? Let me see. Number 6. Organizing your priorities. And that's pretty much like being disciplined, but organizing your priorities. How bad do you want it, right? How bad do you want it? Like, is becoming successful and obtaining blessings, is that your number 1 priority? Or is that like number 12 on your list? Because if it is, then, you got to live with the results. But, if becoming successful and getting your blessings is number 1 on your list, then you got to organize your life and organize, the things in your life and the people in your life, and in order to put the main thing, because like I said over and over again, you have time for all of the bullshit after you become successful, after you reach your goals. That's when life is going to be the best. You're going to be everything's gonna open up for you. Everything, you're gonna have the world at your feet. But you have to put your priorities in check, and you gotta organize your life. You gotta organize your workout regimen. You gotta organize your diet. You gotta organize, your work schedule. You gotta organize your the time that you spend with family and friends. You gotta organize, your entertainment time. All of that stuff needs to be organized. And I'm only telling y'all things that I'm really telling myself. This is the shit that I tell myself. Like, this is stuff that I talk to myself about. Reggie, you need to organize, bro. Come on, bro. You all over the place. You doing 20 things at once. You know what I'm saying? Organize your shit, bro. Organize it, bro. Anyway, number 7, patience. Patience, people. Like, you're not going to become successful overnight. Anything worth having is not easy to get or to obtain. And that's a issue that the world has today, especially in relationships. We want to just keep jumping from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship. You can't do that, because if I holler at a shorty and she let me get them draws like the first day, I'm like, yo, that was easy. I ain't even really have to work for it. You ain't even make me work for it. So she's not putting value on her vagina. She's not putting value on herself. Now, don't get me wrong. We all grown. Sometimes you just got to do grown folks' business, and that's just the way it is. And sometimes people have this connection and, and things like that. But that's not always the case. If that was the case, we wouldn't have so many broken relationships. We wouldn't have so many scarred individuals. We wouldn't have so many hurt individuals, because, they didn't want to take the time to work to get to know each other before they, jumped in the sack. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with your business or becoming successful and manifesting blessings. Like, you have to be patient, people. You have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in the work. You have to send out that work to the universe, and you got to keep building momentum, keep building momentum, keep building momentum. And then eventually you're going to break the dam. Eventually your name going to be Katrina, because the rain is just going to come, and you're going to break that dam, and you're going to break the levee, and you're going to, and all your blessings and all your success is going to come through, because you kept the momentum up until it was a big rolling rock down the hill, rolling boulder down the hill that just could not be stopped. No matter who got in the way, it just couldn't be stopped. So, but you gotta have patience, people. You're not gonna become successful overnight, and if you do, it's probably gonna go away just as fast. Think about rappers like Blueface. You know what I'm saying? He was hot. He had one hot song, but is he gonna last longer than J. Cole? I mean, is he gonna, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be around that long like J. Cole and, Kendrick Lamar and Drake and things like that, because it was all just a spur of the moment thing. Like I said, in today's society, everything is microwave. Nobody want to cook on the stove no more, even though it's more nutritional for your body. Everybody want to warm shit up in the microwave, man, with all those microwaves and radiation in your damn food, man. Like, why would you do that? Like, take your time, people. It's cool to take your time. You know what I'm saying? Have patience. Patience is key. What they say, what's the old saying? Patience is a virtue. Like, have patience, people. A lot of people rush into decisions that they live to regret, and they can't change it. So, and I myself, the same way, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have patience. It is what it is, man. Don't get mad at me. I ain't the one created these rules. Take that up with with the universe, with the Most High, with the Creator of all things. But patience is a virtue. You gotta be patient. All right. Number 8, lack of gratitude. Okay, you gotta have gratitude, people. Do you understand? There's people around the world that don't have clean water to drink, that don't have, consistent food to eat, that don't have, shelter, that don't have education, don't have healthcare, don't have, access to information and access to knowledge and access to to learning. Like we people in America are so freaking just blessed, man. We don't even understand how blessed we is compared to some of these third world countries. And you know, even though we are probably the main reason these countries are third world countries, because we're taking their resources and we're dropping bombs on them and stuff like that. You just don't, you gotta be thankful and you gotta be grateful, because there's always somebody doing worse than you. Even in the United States, you know, it's people outside with signs. It's people that sleep under bridges. You know, they got, I be on the highway, I be seeing little tent people in they got a little tent city like on 277. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, you know, you got to have gratitude, man. You got to thank the universe for everything that you have. I don't care if you don't really have that much. Thank the universe for the little bit that you have. You'll be surprised on the effect that it has on you. First of all, it's going to put you in a better mood. And when you get put in a better mood, it raises your vibration and it raises your frequency, and you attract whatever frequency and vibrations that you're on. So when you are grateful and you raise your vibrations and your frequency, now things start to come to you. Those things that make you feel, you know, that raises your vibration and your frequency start to come to you. And you can manifest blessings and success just by doing that, just by being grateful, just by raising your vibration and your frequency. But you gotta be grateful, man, because it's always somebody doing worse than you. It's always somebody in a hospital bed that you know, that's on, you know, that's bedridden, that just been sitting like laying in a bed for years. It's always somebody doing worse than you. So you have to be grateful, okay? But anyway, you know, those are just 8 things that, you know, we do to self-sabotage our success and our blessings. You know, take the information, let it soak into your mind, let it soak into your spirit, let it soak into your soul, you know, and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Stop being your own worst enemy. Okay, listen to that voice in your head that's telling you this is what you're supposed to be doing. And then when you do that, whatever it's telling you to do, you go forward with that and you put your energy and effort into that. Whatever you put your energy into, that's what's going to manifest in your life. Okay, but anyway, it's your boy Ratchet Reggie. I'm sending out love, peace, happiness, joy, health, wealth, protection, and tons of positive energy. You feel me?